Right, now I need to share the fuck out of it. Right, fucking hell, finally got that sorted. How you doing, mate? You alright? They're taking that main barrier down again, are they? Oh, they've got a little one up. Right, so main barrier's gone down. Right. Sorry about the stop-starts. I've been an absolute twat. I'll keep my language down to a minimum. I had the wrong setting for the audience, so it disabled the chat. So that's me being a complete knobhead. But all the flags have been put up now. I was told this last night they'd been put back up, but I couldn't confirm it until I'd seen it for myself. So all the flags have been put all the way back up, all the way down to through the high street again. Could be from the high street to here, they've been taken down. And then and now what they've done is they've removed, as you can see, they've removed the main barrier. Let me just hang on 1 second. They've removed the main barrier and they've put a smaller one down there, so it's less, I don't know, less offensive, let's say. So, guys, I know there's only a couple of you in there. I did have more, but I've been fucking about. So, can we share the space or share the thingy? Let's have a little walk all the way down. Let's see what the old Bill was saying. Party atmosphere. All the cars are tooting. Hopefully get a few more people rocking up. Old Bill was still in force. A few officers about. Usual area, packed out with a few little meat wagons. And a hotel still cordoned off. Yeah, I was fuming about that bit earlier, man. Honestly, I was literally going to give up. Yeah, cheers, Chris, mate. Mystic Media, man. Mate, honestly, you sorted out for me last time. You sorted out for me in the chat as well, mate. I'm such a bloody dinosaur, ain't I? You know what it was? It's because I put it down for kids. But I remember you saying that last time. So obviously, yeah, it disabled the chat. And that's why I literally started the live 3 times from 6 o'clock. And I've only just got it up and running like a few minutes ago. So let's go and have a look at some of the signs. So now, like I said, the dynamic has changed a little bit. We got our friend, look, we've got Piers Morgan's back. Piers Corbyn, not Morgan. Piers Corbyn's back. We'll have another chat with him in a minute. If you want me to ask him any specific questions, that obviously I've done that interview with him last week. I've got 3 interviews out of him, well, 3 posts. So if there's anything you want me to question him on, he's quite approachable, so we'll do that. So we need to, what does it say here? So we've got these signs. I know there's a lot more cars here now. So it says we are not far right, but we are not, well, I can't read what the rest of the sign. Don't gamble with our lives, stop the boats. AY Audits has even got his own little advertising there, look. Don't worry about AY Audits, worry about me. Oh, yeah, it works. Yeah, cheers, Gumbo Tar. Thank you, man. I know, it's easy mistake, but you know what it is? It's just so annoying. It's just so frustrating. Because I had to have everything. I got here like 5-2, full get all set up. So I spoke to Brexit Ben on the way as well. He's over there. He's changed his t-shirt. He's got his For the Children t-shirt on. If you don't know who they are the sort of the football lads as well. They get together, organised. Last one was on the 28th of June, so good people as well. Right, I'm going to just monitor here for a little while. Then what I'll do, I'll approach the guys protesting. All the ladies, most of them wearing pink. We've got lovely Al here. Look, Al's here supporting me as always. Say hello, everyone. I know I keep asking to share the link. We've got 24 people. I want to try and. I know this platform's quite new. I normally do it on X, don't I? So if we can at least break 100 viewers, that'll be a little milestone. But the road seems a lot more busy, so they're not as slow. So the police presence is a lot. What do you want to say? Like, more sparse, let's say. But I'm hoping more people will turn up. There's probably about 100 people. I just wonder if the focus was taken away and more emphasis probably put on the Britannia after obviously everything that happened yesterday, especially with after that incident, and then ongoing with the police today. So obviously been a lot of news breaking about obviously the lady that was involved being arrested for other charges and the guy who committed the offence or civil matter, if we're going to be technical. Obviously getting away scot-free. I know by law, you know, I don't know, that pisses me off, I'm afraid, sorry. There's no way you can let someone enter your property and let them get away with it. Where is this dude? Who's, right, hang on. Cameron Davies, where is it? Careful of copyright as well. What way do you mean, mate? Save our kids, save our country, save our future. Support from South Wales. Oh, cheers, mate. South Wales. Yeah, I don't mind the Welsh, mate. Come on, the pink ladies. Cheers, Gumbo. AY Audits is here as well. I don't know what he's doing. I saw him walk past, but I'll go and say hello to him in a minute. So music is blaring. Don't get too close to the speaker. They give me a microphone, I might start doing karaoke. You don't want to hear me sing. So we've got some other signs here. So there's a lot of these signs. Wake Up Britain, yeah? Let me try and zoom in on some of them. So we've got Wake Up Britain, Stop the Benefits, Stop the Boats. I think we can all agree with that. Stop violence against women and children. EPPING says no. Deport foreign criminals. Stand up to racism, not welcome. If you want me to go and speak to Piers Corbyn and ask him some more questions, please let me know, yeah? Anything off the back end of the interviews that I've done with him that I maybe didn't ask him and that you want me to get more clarification on. Because if you do, those of you that didn't listen to it, yeah, a few statements that he sort of come out with. He's very anti-migrant hotels, so he's actually standing. He is in support of the protesters. Bearing in mind who his brother is, he's quite far left. But he's also anti-net zero, so he's all against net zero, and he's mainly here. I presume that sign he's got the digital IDs, so he's much against digital IDs as well. So they're quite important as well, because obviously there are issues that are, you know, if we are put our full tin-full hats on, and this government are doing things by design, well then that's obviously one thing they want to introduce, isn't it? Is digital IDs. So if we can stop that as well, then that's a bonus. Be careful of the music in the background because you get a copyright shot. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, mate. I can't do anything about that, I'm afraid. Leng said hi. Well, hello, mate. Leng. I'm surprised no one's put out honk if you're horny. Yeah, I think he's patriotic in that way, but it's hard. It's a hard one because he's pro-Palestinian. He believes that Palestine Action should not be prescribed terrorist organisation, but I don't know, how far do we go with it? The way that I see it, I wouldn't be so much against it if you allowed everyone else to have equality. I just think there's definitely a two-tier systems in place that I think those are on the so-called far right, or whatever, centre right, we're just getting the war end of the deal at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Was it George Orwell that said that some people are more equal than others? Yeah, that's definitely how it feels. Do you know what I mean? So. 39 people. I'm going to go and try and give it another share as well. Yeah, he's a socialist. Yeah, definitely. He's trying to think what else we spoke about. What's happening, guys? How you doing, mate? You alright? I still got to contact you, innit? Yeah, how you doing? This is ADHD addictions. He's another streamer, YouTuber. I think what the plan is, from what I've heard from the people that I've been speaking to that have been organising it, this is the last one they're going to do on the Thursday. Then they're not going to do Sunday. Young Bob's here, by the way. Then they're not going to do Thursday. And then what they're going to do is do it every Sunday moving forward after next week, if that makes sense. So look, a few people are rocking up. I am going to get some time with Young Bob if I can. So likewise, maybe what we can do is put him and Piers Corbyn in a debate about Palestine. How about that? Should I try and get them two together? How about that? And then I'll film it. Right, music has stopped. Young Bob's looking for an argument. Thanks for joining as well, guys. I know it's I'm still trying to get used to this platform. But I've got to start somewhere. And to be fair, even if I was a little bit late, I'm going to blame AY, because I was on the phone to him for half an hour and he delayed me getting ready, so I'm going to blame him. I don't know what the police have got in, if they've got any. I'm going to go and ask them actually if there's any dispersal orders are in place or anything like that. Let me go and find out actually. Have you put any sorry mate, have you put any dispersals in place or anything? No, nothing at all. Anything that you've agreed with the organisers? No? Alright. I was just asking if you agreed any sort of set time with the organisers. No? Alright, fair enough. No, but there's no dispersals in place. I mean, it doesn't look like there's going to need one, to be honest, but sometimes it's handy to know the organisers if they're liaising with the police, what sort of time they plan to be here for. So, anyone's just joined as well, the flags have been put back up. I was made aware yesterday that the flags have been put back up all the way down, and they have. I checked on them, not on camera, but I drove through. So yeah, oh, that's a good tune. Right, I'm going to go in and go and speak to people. Let's go and speak to Callum, who's the organiser. Go and wait for these cars to shift. I've still got dodgy hips. I'm walking like John Wayne at the moment. I want to try and cheers, Stephen. Cheers, you right, Sarah, Patricia. Hi. Thank you for the support, guys. Much appreciated. I've left Al behind, as usual. I only really need her when I need water, to be honest. Evening. How we doing? You right? Good, good. Let's go and have a little chat. Sorry, mate. Let's see if we get hold of Young Bob somewhere. Let's go and speak to Callum. Got 5 minutes, Callum. 5 minutes?
5 minutes till what?
Go on the stream. Have a chat.
Fair enough, yeah.
Go down the pub, mate. Yeah, it's all right. So Callum's one of the organisers here. I've just got a live stream going on YouTube, mate. So we did sink a good few pints last week. So they were very nice. Obviously, I know Sunday wasn't necessarily, it was sort of planned last minute, wasn't it? I know you couldn't make it, so obviously you're busy. You've got your own.
Everyone's got things going on.
No, exactly. So in terms of today, what we're hoping to achieve.
I think today we want to show people we're still out protesting, even though Epping Forest District Council is taking it to the High Court to get this hotel shut down. We want to show the general sentiment of the town is we want this place shut down and we're still going to protest it.
I saw, I think it's Dr. Neil Hudson, the MP for Epping. He put a post out saying he's also written to the Home Secretary and he's in support of getting the hotel shut down. And obviously, it's a matter of urgency and safeguarding issues. I did put an invite for him to come down today because there was a few negative comments saying that he's not even come out and supported the locals, etc. So, what are your thoughts on that? And two,
well, Dr. Neil Hudson and the Conservatives in general, the Conservative councillors actually condemned the protest. One stood up in the chamber and said, I wouldn't stand shoulder to shoulder with Nazis. She branded all as Nazis and that she wouldn't come down. But all of a sudden they've done a 180. They wheeled Kemi Badenoch into Epping and all of a sudden the Tories care. They don't. It's all lip service, it's all PR. At the end of the day, if they cared, they'd be down here today. Not that they'd be welcome anyway. They slandered us and now they're trying to be our pals. Tories not welcome.
Fair enough. I hope you don't mind me asking this question because it's something we have spoken about. It's not anything new. But just in terms of clarification, obviously you've had a lot of negative feedback in the past from especially the anti-protest regarding your previous association with the Homeland Party. You just want to clarify for the record, obviously where you stand with them now, because you have come out and said what you're going to say.
I have left the Homeland Party. I believe it must have been about 6 or 7 days ago. I left. I don't see it as a fit vehicle to push, my views, what I believe in. So, and not to mention clashing with the leadership, I won't get into any drama. But I'm not a member of the Homeland Party anymore. I appreciate all the media's run with Callum Homeland Party. I've recently left. I'm not a member anymore.
I think it's just important because I know obviously it just gives a reason for the anti-protesters or stand up to racism to throw shit at you, if you're sorry for the language, but do you know what I mean? Whereas,
but at the end of the day, I live in Epping.
Yeah.
I'm always going to come down to these protests. I couldn't. I'm not part of Homeland Party. I'm just a local lad with a megaphone.
Obviously, we know you are a very young lad, and obviously you've done amazing work down here already, and obviously I've seen that you do like a lot of local work within your community. But just in terms of yourself personally, because obviously you do have, you do work, and you do have other commitments. What would you see yourself doing moving forward, like for the future? Like once, maybe like if they do shut down the hotel, you're gonna continue like supporting,
I've always been a big advocate for community politics. In terms of Epping, I do litter picks, I help out local senior societies, I do fantastic work locally, and everyone knows that I've got a good reputation here. However, when Epping does get shut down, when that hotel shuts down, I'll continue to show support and solidarity to neighbouring protests at Chesham, for Aldershot, for wherever you are. If you're protesting in a migrant hotel, I'll show my solidarity and support. I'll try and make it down to your protest too.
Brilliant. Thanks, Callum. I'll see you again. We'll have a catch up maybe a bit later if we get another chance. We'll definitely, mate. That's why I've come out. It keeps me out of the pub for a good couple of hours, and then I can go and enjoy one after. Now, well done, mate. Are you going to the event in October at Westminster for the Pink Ladies?
I'll get all of the shield out.
Yeah. Well, we've done. I got her in contact. We've got the poster design got done for her.
Yeah, that's all right.
Which was pretty good. One of the guys in the Uncensored Patriots. We want to get you on, by the way. Just for the record, guys, we're going to get Callum on the Uncensored Patriots as well. We just had Dapper Laugh join our community yesterday as well. For some random reason. However, so I mean, we've got about, I think, 1,600 members now. So
nice to meet you.
Yeah, so guys, we will get Callum on. Obviously, he's quite busy at the moment. Sorry, guys. Hello, mate. It's Jimmy, mate. He's one of the Uncensored Patriots as well. How you doing? You all right? Yeah, just got. I was fuming, mate. I was like spitting my feathers out. It took me about 20 minutes to get the stream going, so I couldn't get the comments on. So I was like proper effing and blinded. I end it 3 times and restart. Then one of the guys said, "Yeah, you need to change it soon. It's not suitable for kids. You have to put an audience on there." So I put it suitable for kids. So I thought anyone can really watch this. It's not extreme, but anyway, I'm still new. I know. I was going to. I've just got to mute the mic, guys. Yeah. Sorry, guys, I had to mute the mic because I had to speak to someone about something that could potentially be sensitive information. But so I'm here with Jimmy. He's one of our community members. We've been chatting in DMs about certain things. There's a school in, I believe it's Stevenage, is it? Stevenage called Halsbury School, and it's a part. Well, it looks like it's a public school, and apparently the migrants have been getting lifts there and been doing, I presume, full-time education there at the taxpayers' expense.
Probably learning English, yeah.
So it's something we're going to be looking more into, but it's absolutely disgusting. No wonder they wanted to put VAT on public schools as well, private education. So basically, those that are paying for that are paying for them. You know, I've got no problem with someone earning £1 note who can afford to send their kids to public or private school.
I see it.
Yeah.
Obviously not now, because it's some holiday.
Yeah. Well, this is another conversation. What happens when the kids go back? Because I don't think we can see parents are not going to want to go and be patrolling outside the schools. That's just the way I can foresee it. You know what I mean? That's the problem we've got, unless they shut the hotel down beforehand. So, you know, I want to try and get Piers Morgan on. Piers Morgan. I keep calling him Piers Morgan. Piers Corbyn. Piers Corbyn. That's Jeremy's brother, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. He was actually alright. I had an interview with him. He wants to get the hotel shut down. He's against digital IDs and net zero. He's against all that. But I'll tell you, I said to him before, so you got the fucking Palestinian flag on, mate. But then can't agree with everything. So at least with the things we can agree on, we should all work together on. He invited people loads. He invited people. I don't blame you. It's the best way. You never let yourself down then.
Twice you wish today, yeah?
Yeah, well, I showed you that. Was that one over there? The other one you sent me?
The latest one. 2020 I was rushing out there. Stuck on the terrace sticks. Five prevention, mental channels.
You don't remember, do you? You know when the other riot a few weeks ago was kicking off? We was all around
there.
Yeah, I know you were there because I was trying to calm you down. And you don't remember. He don't remember. So we was around the other side. I was the one that filmed them going into the buses, and you were there. Yeah, and I was around there already. With the other guy had his teeth knocked out, and you started smashing the sign up. Yeah, but I never filmed that. I've never posted nothing because I don't want to get anyone. Yeah, and you were like,
I went through the crowd. Like,
yeah,
the coppers, right? I went, excuse me, darling. I'm like, the good police.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, I'm on the side here, right? Got all the flags, you know.
But when we stand on the other side, he was like having a chat with the coppers. I didn't know whether he had a beer or not. I was like, they were getting a bit rolled up. And I was like, mate, calm down. You were like, fuck off. I was like, all right, I'll leave it to it. So obviously, I didn't want to like fucking aggravate you anymore. Then you got one of their signs, and you went.
One of the street ones. You smash that against private property.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I'll stay on the road.
Yeah, I got some gold dust out of them lot that day on the stand up to racism. Like filming them, like talking about like racism, and I was like, how can you call people from the far right racist? I said, well, if I support them, which I do, I'm half Irish and half Maltese, so how does that? But I've got the same belief. So how do you work that one out in your fucking brain? Because they can't.
I don't think they've got a fucking brain.
No.
No, they got a brain defect.
Because got a brain defect, you know.
England has already lost. Fire brigade, give us a little toot. What's going down? Right, even and all, hello, how are you? Yeah. We'll lose. Give it 10. England is all. Just keep sharing the thing, guys. Peter is. Peter, if you are lazy, yes. I'm ex-army. You not? Oh, okay. Guys, no arguing. We're not children. I'll let the. How comes these have just marched out? Where have they been? Where did these come from? They've gone to. These are going to pick up some migrants. Look. These look like they're going to pick up some migrants, I think.
He's probably going to take everybody off that side of the pavement.
No, but they shit. And they're new. They were here before. They must have come out the side.
It always amazes me why there's so many of them. I mean, there's women and children here. It's not as if, you know.
Yeah, Yeah, young Bob's gone over, follow them, I think, with Emma as well, from Speak Easy. They're waiting for any more migrants that come through and they're going to escort them in. I really want to get a debate going with...
It's probably because there might be a migrant up there being interviewed.
I don't know, yeah, well, they will definitely escort them back, 100%. They probably finished work for the day, you see. They're definitely, because they marched in twos as well, so they're in formation, which means that they would probably got something lined up. In the post myself. That's one good thing. It's better than the next because you can come off the screen and start sharing and doing all that sort of thing. Definitely want to try and get young Bob. Guys, also join the if you're not part of the X community, or if you are and you're not aligned with anyone, go and join the Uncensored Patriots community page. We run a daily space from 8:30 till 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock every day, just depending. Sometimes we overrun, whatever. Politics daily. Well, not just politics. Daily current affairs and issues within our life. Let's put it that way. So. Oh, she just stood on the top. Right. Where's my missus? I need a glass of water. I'd say numbers have picked up a little bit, guys, but it's still, I reckon there's about, I'd say 200 here now. 200. Right, I need to go and find my missus, sorry. I need to go and get some water. Let's go and talk to all about her new poster that we got designed for the Pink Ladies. Sorry, let's go and have a look down this side. We'll come back. Go down there.
So I could be a witness into the fact that
we saw these ladies here last time. They was on a. Woo! A bit quiet. Keir Starmer's a wanker. That's a beautiful song, though, isn't it? Where exactly is this in the UK? RJ, this is in EPPING, mate. Uncensored, but yeah, join the Uncensored. Yes. Someone put a link in for them in here of Shawnee's profile. Or the community page, the link for the community page in here. Please. So have you guys got any other questions? I'm going to, I've already spoken to Piers before, so I do want to get hold of him, but I want to, I know I keep saying that, I want to get him in, I want to get in the debate, I want to get like get a nice little spicy debate going on. What can we discuss? Sorry, guys. That's big too, it's trouble. How you doing? What are you doing, darling? You alright? Are you?
Good, nice to see you. Thank you.
Did you like your poster earlier? I'm doing live stream.
I'm so sorry I posted it without saying anything.
No, you're right. No, that's Mox. No, it's fine because he done a new one, didn't he?
Yeah, it's
With
brilliant.
the one at the little bit at the bottom saying details to
And I
follow.
said, well, you can't post it yet. I was like,
No, that's all right. No, but you could just use the new one moving forward.
No, it's
No, of course, that's what it's there for.
yeah, I know, but I felt like I should have like tagged it more.
Yeah. No, just no. You did though. You added him in anyway. Yeah. No, that's all right. No, Moxie's a diamond. Honestly, he's an absolute diamond. Has he been going here today or
Yeah,
so
right.
far?
Sarah's not here. Sarah's got an event or something.
Yeah.
So she's there, and yeah, I mean, I thought there'd be more tonight, but
I thought they would, based on what happened yesterday. But I don't know whether people have maybe gone there.
maybe.
But then there's still a lot of sort of citizen journalists here and that. You know what I mean?
To be fair, but to be fair, it's also right in the middle of summer holidays, isn't it now?
Yeah, of course. People. So it makes sense. So am I right in saying so? Today, nothing Sunday.
I mean,
And then the following, then there'd be nothing. Then the following week.
No, the following week, bank holiday weekend.
So then the week after that would be every Thursday. Oh, every Sunday. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if they'll. I think that this might be soon.
It has to be.
I think so. But then again, where are they going to put them? That's what worries me.
I don't care.
Yeah,
Not in this country.
Well,
They should.
they'll put them out to
I think what they need to do is find some disused either campsites or army barracks, anything.
Well, they stood at the Excel Centre in the Isle of Dogs for COVID in a week.
Yeah. Look, they can do what they want. They've got the means to do. They've got the means to do everything. The amount of money they're spending, they've got the means to do whatever they want. There's no will to do it.
Exactly. There will be.
When you say that, what in the council or?
No, there will be. The government will listen at some point.
Well, that's where we're going. Yeah. Do you think it's going to get? It will get a lot more worse than what it has been in order for it to.
Because people will start losing their tempers and going, no. There'll be more and more incidents that will happen that will come out, and then everyone's just going to go now.
What are your thoughts about what happened last night then at the Britannia?
Well, he wasn't even arrested.
No.
So basically you behave like that, and then you get questioned, and then we'll escort you back to your little hotel to make sure you get evening dinner.
Well, I know they were technically using the law by saying trespassing is a civil matter, right?
So he had to do like vapor or something.
Yeah,
Killer.
exactly. So, but what I'm saying is, because I know, there's auditors that do migrant hotels and things like that. It's slightly different because they're communal areas operating under is it an A1 license? A1 knows all the rules. So the public are allowed in certain areas. So unless they're being asked to leave the hotel by the staff and not with the manipulation or intervention of the police asking them to encourage it, you can hang around there unless you're being asked to do so. But when it's someone's home, their private property, no one's ever asked. They should always presume that you're uninvited unless you're asked. So as a police officer, this is where common sense needs to come into play. You've obviously entered someone's home. Well, is it your home? No. Have you got dementia? Are you unwell? No. Well, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, exactly. What are your... So, this is what I'm saying, this police officer should be using, technically he's only trespass. What is it, are they too scared? They've got no ability to make their own decisions.
I don't think they want to. I just don't think.
Do you think that though?
Huh?
With the police, do you think? I think like these lot here, for instance, right? Well, most of them, the ones that are on the ground, I don't think they know what's actually going on in the background. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think they're all clued up. Some of them will know, but I think there's such a disparity between the boots on the ground police to the one, and they're like, and then, so I think they're just told what to do, and that is it. They don't actually have to. They don't challenge anything because they're too afraid to upset people or lose their job. But
yeah, exactly, and challenge any orders. They're just look at them. They're just like that. What time's I forgot?
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is with that fella last night, if it was let's say it was an innocent mistake, and he went, but the attitude of it when he comes out and he's standing with the hoodie up and the face of it, and it's just that belligerent anger and sense of that's
and do you not think how spooky the similarities are?
Well, I have people say, is that his brother?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. But unbelievable.
It's just literally, and what a few people have said when we obviously we have a daily space, and saying he just looked completely dead in the eyes. There was nothing behind there. There's nothing.
Well, we were here the other night, and two of them spat at us.
Yeah, I saw that, and one of them exposed themselves, didn't they?
I mean,
But that wasn't that guy got arrested. But it wasn't. He did get arrested, but it wasn't the same guy that was arrested. Obviously, on the same day, he also got. Did he get charged with them 7 sexual?
no, different guys.
Yeah, completely. That's the
they-
third one. That was the third one.
They were over here.
Yeah.
On their way back, it's about 9 o'clock, and I said, "Why is there no curfew on these people? They're just wandering around doing what they want. They weren't there to wait to buy drugs.
Yeah.
And because we were there, there was no dealers. That's what happened.
But yet they're happy to put a dispersal order on locals that are protesting against having them in. You know what I mean? Who? Oh yeah, I had an interview with him the other week. It was quite interesting, but
Anyway,
he's against DigiIDs though, isn't he? And he wants to get the hotel shut down, and he's against net zero. So I did ask him. I said, what do you think then? Like, so say, because he invited Rupert Lowe to join his brother's Your Party, which I found quite funny, because they're just complete two opposite ends of the spectrum. So Rupert Lowe.
yeah.
So Piers
I'm
Corbyn.
not talking about Piers, I'm talking about
Who? Oh, your mate. Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about Piers.
No, I mean that's
Sorry.
as weird as you. That's. I mean, it's a group of skin. Yeah, no, that's what I thought. I thought, oh, I know. Oh, it's bonkers. They're all bonkers. Can you imagine their house at Christmas?
But do you not think though that, like, say for instance them 2 things or 3 things, let's say, including migrant hotels, right? Why can't? Do you not think the right and the left can work and go against the government? Because if you think about it, the Your Party, they've got what, 600,000 members. I know that they're not really doing anything at the moment, but moving forward, they could be quite a strong opposition. Or
everything they believe is completely different to what we believe.
but do you not think, in terms of like, if there's things that there are common ground on, that people should come together and utilise that
Yeah, but I
full
think
power?
there's fundamentally such huge differences between people's thoughts on Gaza and people's thoughts about, whether or not we're racist, whether or not we're not racist, and there's, the disparity between the two
Yeah.
is just so extreme. So
But even things like Gaza, like I said it to him as well, I said, I don't think we should even be getting involved with it. It shouldn't be a political issue within
There's
the
been
UK.
a problem in the Middle East since Jesus.
Yeah.
Right? So we're not going to solve that because Corbyn has set up a party with Sultana. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't think we should pretend that we know what we're talking about, because I don't. I know jack shit. I am pro-Israel, and that's about as far as it goes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I've got my reasons for that. But
Do I think that we should in any way interact or liaise? But the rest of it, again, I think we've got enough road problems.
Yeah.
I really don't think we need to be getting involved. Just like I don't think we should be getting as involved as we are in Ukraine. Let them deal with it. Sort the country out, mate.
but he's Starmer's best mate. He put out his little love letter today, didn't he? His little video, his little love video.
Matt Cod.
Hopelessly devoted.
Oh.
You should do a Pink Ladies video, but do Hopelessly Devoted with
I
Starmer.
know, we should.
Starmer's lengthy. Hopelessly.
I know, I have to be careful though, because I can't be too anti the government.
Yes, you can.
Can I? Hello.
While we're let's talk about obviously the event that you're organising
Yes.
at Westminster on the 1st of October.
So I've
So
been-
plug it away.
So, plug it. So on the 1st of October, the reason we've done the 1st of October is because kids back in school, Parliament's back in, it's come back from recess. We hope to have a full House of Commons, and we'll be able. So there was a lot of concern with mums saying, "Oh, my children go back to school, they're starting school, they're going to send them to school." We want to make sure that we're all So that's the first Wednesday we can get everyone together. Hello. And I'm so psyched about it. I think it will be so powerful. I think there are going to be women from everywhere. I've had really great journalists, Alison Pearson, Layla Cunningham, who's the Reform MP for Westminster. Loads of really strong women that have said they're going to come down. I want to get Katie Hopkins down there. Regardless of your political beliefs, what side of the road you sit on, it is about women's safety, children's safety, and coming together and saying, we demand that you take us seriously. Before Ukraine, before Gaza, before everybody else, and all your Cobra meetings that you have every other week, take us seriously. We are the women and children of this country, and you are ignoring us. Enough. And that's what we're going to give the message on the 1st of October.
Fantastic. Have you reached out to the Women's Safety Institute as well?
Yes. I have, Jess, and they are. I'm hoping they're going to come. We've got some guest speakers I'm trying to line up. It's all early days. It's only been a couple of days since we've announced this, but that won't stop us. Don't worry. A couple more weeks, there'll be massive momentum. But I want everyone to share it. Men are invited as long as they stay away. No, I'm joking. Stay at the back. No, absolutely. Of course they're invited, but it needs to be led by the women because women are the ones who have got. I think who are obviously the most at risk. I mean, saying that, the guy that was in here the other night sexually assaulted another man, but I mean, so, you know, no one's safe, it would appear, but, you know, it's about women and children, and the fact that, you know, we're never violent, women are never violent, women are being labelled right-wing thugs. I have never seen a woman have a tear-up with the police. Well, there might be, but not any that I know. You know, so we're just saying, peacefully, just please listen, please put us first, put these men in secure units till you work through their asylum. If they've got a valid case for asylum, then fine. But most of them haven't, so deport them. They've got no right to be here. They've broken the law getting here. They've broken the law, so they come in as criminals, and then we give them a luxury life that most people in the UK do not enjoy. Let's not forget that. So that's what we're going to be hammering home on the 1st of October.
I suppose children are going to be at school.
Yes. I mean, I think there's some maybe bring some kids, but most of them are at school, and I think that's right. I think, you know, leave them at school, and let the mums make the stand.
So at the moment, it's on. I believe it's a Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah, coincides with Prime Minister's questions. So
10 p.m. Obviously, you've got more details to follow.
Yeah, more details to follow. So we're gathering from 10, you know, and we've said people can get their kids to school, come down there. PMQs are at 12, and then hopefully we will be able to, I don't know, get some kind of reaction from one of the cabinet. Who knows? I won't hold my breath, but that's the idea.
So in terms of people listening, or when I check it and post this out, where can people find out more information?
So my Instagram and my ex at the moment, so that's all Minahane, or Sarah, so Chigwell Sarah, or Sarah Chigwell, can't quite remember. You can Reform Sarah, that's right. We'll give out the information, so it's just save the date for now, but as we get nearer the time, we'll work out where we're meeting, etc. I might have to set up some kind of link, but then again, I think there's going to be too many people to sort of register everybody, so I think it's just going to be very much a...
You already had liaisons with the police about it?
Yes, yeah, I'm on to that, yeah.
Okay. So there you go, guys.
Yeah. So please come.
Give her a follow.
Pink protest, wear pink.
Yeah. Well, I'll obviously post some stuff out for you anyway.
Amazing.
We'll get the Uncensored Patriots to
thank you.
Promote the hell out of it for you.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you all. Thank you very much. Are we going for a drink later?
Enough ranting?
We're going for a beer later.
Yes. I'll pass down them one.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks, darling. I haven't seen you. Hello.
There you go, guys. Every time I do an interview here, the music seems to go louder. So that's why I gave all of my microphone, because it was a bit. Hopefully the sound was okay. Right, let me go and see if we can speak to young Bob's still over there. I want to try and get him involved in a. Right, let me just read some of these comments. Guys, can we share, please? You all need to win a job, huh? S. Williams, hi. Voice of Wales next month. Shoaib is going. Yeah, Shoaib. I know Shoaib, mate. I've done a podcast with him last week on his YouTube channel. Well, it was a live actually. Voice of Wales, yeah. Launch party, 48 Murray. Yeah, cool. I won't be going to that, but I've got my kids.
Right, we've come down today to emphasise our homeless as opposed to the ones that are being put in the hotels at the moment. What we want to know is how come the funding for these refugees? There's never been any funding for our homeless.
I don't know if that's that recording or someone actually speaking. Let's see if I can. I need some water. You got any water, mate? That's right. Cheers.
So when we look at it, the 74 accumulation right now. Okay, veterans sleeping doorways, veterans sleeping tents, veterans freezing to death. You know, Princess Diana, one of the pallbearers, they carried her to the train, froze to death in the doorway.
So, guys, I'll clip up that video later with all, and I'll get that posted out so that people can obviously follow her and keep an eye on that. It'd be quite a decent event if any of you got the day off work or can spare a couple of hours to go down on the 1st of October. No, 1st. 1st of October, not the 3rd. 1st. Wednesday the 1st. Right. It's quite nice and cold, that water. Is that in the freezer? Sorry, mate.
Go on, mate. That woman copper that was in front of me, and then
I just want to let you know there's lovely ladies at the front here with a bucket. They're raising money for the 5 gentlemen who are on remand for protesting our kids.
See you Bob about. Is he gone?
I think we get some chance.
Where is he?
So many plants.
Right, I've lost. I want to get young Bob. Fucking hell, second time I missed it now. Might go back over the other side, just get some, just watch the dog's tail. Just going to go back over the other side. Avoid the old social anxiety. Yeah, outside or something. Do you know what? I don't want to take the battery pack out because last time it cut my live out. Yeah. No, it's not that. It's just it was fully charged, so I pulled it out and then the live cut. Oh, there's a wire over there. Who's that good-looking geezer over there? Look? Oh, bucket, start trying to. They like slow down there. You alright? Yeah, good. You alright, Ruff?
Where you been?
Just been over there. Is young Bob gone?
Young Bob is there, I think, isn't he? There's young Bob up there.
Oh, he's down that end.
You're gonna grab him.
I want to try and get into a debate with Piers Corbyn. I want to have a little fucking about other stuff, about Palestine.
Go on then.
Yeah, I'm going to try. That's what I'm trying to find him.
Young Bob is there.
Yeah. What are you doing after? You going home?
I've got a plan.
You're going to Britannia.
I wouldn't say that. Where are we? You on YouTube, yeah?
Started YouTube, yeah.
Go on, Martin, yeah?
Mate, fucking...
Gauci reports.
I had to cut it off 3 times. I was fucking cursing myself because I couldn't put on the comments. Then I realised I had the wrong audience on, innit?
Right, so look, down here, look.
Oh, you can see all that on there?
It's all there, look, yeah? So look.
So even if I start it, I can go and...
Yeah.
So if
you've got all your blocked words and stuff. Like, I don't even have that on mine, no? Like, I don't have none of that on mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'll get a load of... Oh, okay, I didn't realise that... Does it have to be running for a certain amount of time before you... no, you need comments though to have that on though, don't you?
No. Well, you just... When you fire up your live stream...
Yeah.
I don't know how you've done it without having a comment, you know?
Because I put on for kids, innit? Instead of putting on for...
for adults.
Yeah. Not so... Yeah, instead of saying... Yeah, basically.
I've done that once.
It's just annoying. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie, I did think there'd be more people down here. What's that? I think that's gone up a little bit. I think it's about 200 or 300 now.
Yeah, it's a couple of 100 people there, maybe.
Just, yeah, got all this promoter thing. They're doing a ladies thing, aren't they, on the 1st of October down in London. I'm just trying to think what I can get him to have a debate with him about. He's fucking unreal though, that young Bob, isn't he? I thought he'd had security with him. Have you seen all these like in formation? They must be protecting migrants coming back, mate. Yeah. They put all the flags back up, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, someone give me wind of that last night, but I don't want to post anything unless you're confirming it.
Yeah, I was here in a rumour last night. I was on my way back from Louisville, and I was here in a rumour that he'd been arrested in Canary Wharf. First thing I did was go on the street. I was like,
No. So the first time, it was the tension in the air was very bad. You know, obviously, you
wait for the two.
It was
I know.
And lucky enough, our niece was there. People don't know what's happening here, and he presented into the house. This stuff about the residents or the local lads from the area was following it. This is not true. Because they've got videos of the lady, and the guy was running from her, you know, so, and they were driving past. So it's not true. Yeah, so I think this is the problem we've got as well, right? I think
I leave AY. He's having a little chat with Emma from Speak Easy there. About a few incidents already. Yeah. I fucking hell, he's walked over the other side of the road now. Karaoke in full swing. Let's go and read some more comments out. Take your country back, Britain. Yes, Joshua. Time for the refugees to go back home. 100%, mate. Where are you today, Chris? I'm at Epping, mate. Yeah, he was with the Homeland Party, mate. He's not with Homeland anymore. That was the point of me speaking to him. He's just for clarification. He's left, yeah. So he's just doing his own thing now. And the reason why I wanted to clarify for the record was because he's been getting a lot of negative comments and things put about him, and especially from the lefties, mate. Sorry, the connection, was it? Oh, sorry, mate. I'm just reading your comment now. Yeah, it is a little bit quiet, Stephen. I'm not going to lie. I thought it'd be more, especially after yesterday in London. But you got to think about school holidays as well, innit? Right? I mean, so I reckon it's about 250 people. 200, maybe 200, 250. So, like I said, moving forward, because we've got to think they were doing them every Thursday and Sunday. So now they're doing them, well, this Thursday. There's not going to be one Sunday. I don't think there's going to be anything next week because it's a bank holiday. And then after that, it'd be every Sunday. So it'd be once a week, every Sunday. So. Need to get some. I think they need to start some football songs. If anyone sees young Bob, let me know. I'm going to speak with Emma as well from Speak Easy. Ask her about that incident.
Why am I not? It's not letting me sing.
Oh, I'll get arrested for that now. Done water, babe. Emma, I want to ask you about that amazing footage from last week.
Oh, the attack.
Even used on Alex Jones. Did you see that?
Yeah. So
So Emma's from Speakeasy, by the way.
There we go, look.
Right. So
So
every time I've been interviewed, they keep the music or saying I
I'm having
can't.
the same problem. It's great chat. But yeah, so I attended the New Media Conference, which was organised by TCTV. And there was some space between when the event ended and when the after party started. During that time, me and my friends just went to a local pub just while we were waiting. And then while we were outside waiting for our cab to go to the after party, we were kind of turned with our backs to the post with all the signs on. And then we just heard a bunch of commotion, which made us turn around, and there was a guy like ripping the signs off. And then, you know, you can see blood everywhere, obviously, as you would have seen in the footage.
Was that himself harming?
Yeah, so
well, from the.
I only realised after I watched the video back, but there's a bit in the video where I walked past the post, and on the sign, on the corner where he graduated, you could see the blood.
Right.
So to me, that kind of proves that it was in fact a sign that he cut it off.
Self-inflicted, yeah.
He was getting in everyone's face, shouting expletives. I won't repeat. He was spitting a lot when he spoke. There was one point where I said, "Oh, he spat on me," and then at the same time he kind of like lunged. So it was at that point where I get confused if it was Dave or Steve that took him down first. The one that took him down straight away before he had a chance to do anything. The guy got straight back up again. That didn't deter him. You know, he just kept coming for us. And then the bar staff came out to help. They were trying to, you know, defuse the situation, and he kept like flipping blood at everyone.
Sorry, the guy with the blonde hair, the curtains. Was he with you guys, or was he? Did he come out of the?
So he was bar staff.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
And yeah, he was bar staff. Came out, and then also people commented asking who the guy in the orange shorts was, and he was also, I think he was the owner of the bar. And yeah, then so the crazed guy then went to steal Steve's bag, Real British Media, and that resulted in Steve then broke the camera in him. And then police came, and obviously he started punching up the van, smashed off the wing mirror, threw it at us, and then the police officer got out of the car and tased him, and he just fell to the floor like a sack of potatoes.
That was very satisfying. I'm not going to lie. And the thing is, I even commented because I said, I hope you guys are all right, because I saw Jonathan was there as well, and obviously you was all together. And I said, bloody, do you know one thing I was impressed with? How quickly he responded. Although I don't believe they were already called. However, some geezer commented, he goes, "What are you on about? What are you watching?" Like, they took ages. I was like, mate, it was like 25 seconds from the point of getting there and him being tasered. Are you serious? Because, you know,
No,
I think
the officer responded brilliantly, and I did make a comment, and I don't care who's offended. I was so relieved to see a 6'2" muscly officer step out of that van and step into action really quickly. If I'd have seen some, like, I'm sorry if you're offended, but if I'd have seen like a 4'2" woman, you know, come out, or a guy who, like, you know, waddles out, I'm sorry, but I've seen so many videos of officers who are clearly not fit for the job, letting criminals get away,
overthinking it.
and yeah, it was in that. That was the first time where I really felt like I was in any real danger, and to see an officer step out and act that quickly and that strongly as well was just it was nice to see.
There's a bit of common sense there used, because obviously the way that he approached obviously the guy from the bar trying to do some sort of roundhouse kick that he probably watched Karate Kid in his hotel the night before.
And also One Gen Media, who was the other guy, Dave, in the video who performed the first takedown. He actually did a reaction video where he went through point by point every action that he took, because he has a SAS history. And he said that one of the times the guy was knocked down, when he got back up, he went to grab Steve's arm in such a way, he said, you can tell here by the grip he's going to do, he's actually going to try and break his arm, which is why they then took him down again.
Yeah,
that's
interesting.
That was that, but I'll admit, it does make you think. You know, we were just waiting for a cab. It wasn't even anything to do with the conference.
Out of all the people to be there though with their cameras as well, like
I know.
It's like
I've never as soon as I turned around and saw the guy with the signs, I was like straight reaching for my phone. But yeah, no, I've been in contact with the police because they want the footage and they want a statement. But to be fair, they're being really slow about it. They contacted me like getting on for a week ago now, and I've been like ringing and emailing back, and it's been really slow. But yeah.
In terms of obviously that experience, and then seeing maybe other experiences of two-tier policing, what's your overall opinion of the police?
I count myself lucky. I do count myself lucky. I do wonder if it had gone differently if the guy hadn't started attacking the police van, because he was also, because obviously the guys had taken him down, he was pointing like for the police to arrest them.
Yeah.
And I wonder that if the police hadn't actually seen him attack the van and everything like that, it would have been more of like a he said, she said kind of situation. But I just don't know. But I think we were very, very lucky.
Well, it shows he wasn't afraid to act even in front of the police, regardless. So I don't think he would have been stopped any other way.
Yeah.
Do you think he was under the influence or anything?
Absolutely. I think he was definitely on something, whether that be drugs, alcohol, or whether he was just not very well. I'm not sure, but something wasn't right. He was clearly crazed. He wasn't normal.
Is that one of our mates?
Being arrested?
Sorry, I've just diverted that.
I'm so sorry. Thank you, though.
But he can half chat. He can.
Oh, mate, I'll chat all day, mate.
I was thinking, might no more questions, please, buddy.
I was resting my own arm.
How does this hurt your arm? But that doesn't. That would kill mine after a while.
How heavy is that?
It's very light, that is.
Let me be the non-biased judge.
I do feel
It's
like
the handle.
Let me do that.
joystick.
Is this one of the? Is that one of the ones where it? Can you set it so it can pick up facial recognition?
Yeah.
Oh, look, they're ready. Here we go. The police were ready for this one. They're going to sit in a row. Oh, this one's been caught out. Look. Oh, sorry, darling. I thought they're going to sit on the road. Is it going? Oh, my hips. I thought I was going to get a day off. The old facial recognition cameras are out. Here we go. Sorry, bud. They've decided to go on a march. Here we go. I'm not going to take out my charger. Watch your heads, watch your heads, watch your heads, watch your heads. All I've been doing down the gym this week is on the treadmill walking backwards, like to strengthen my hamstrings up. Like. Whoa.
Right, no more.
It's opening up a bit.
I need to get back in front. Sorry. Nah, everyone in EPPING, they love their face on camera. They love it. Exactly.
Send them back!
Send them back.
Send them back! 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 Number 11.
Here we go. Got some signs here, look, stop the boats. Locals at
Send them back! 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 We want to clear them out! Remigration now!
Can you turn it up a bit, mate? Callum, turn it up a little bit. Walk forward, guys, so I can. Are we going left? Are we going straight on? What are we doing?
There you go, guys. I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to stand right in the middle and let everybody pass me.
That is a trust exercise right there.
Police are forming up at the top here.
No, that's probably the most feminine voices chanting right now. Protest. Yeah, I know. That's the point. It's good. It is good.
It's what we want to hear, isn't it? Led by women, locals, children. But to be fair, there's not that many children.
By children, mate. I think you mean with children. What's a protest run by a child?
Well, it can be done.
I don't think I can organise a protest pretty well.
Right, so we're here with young Bob, guys.
Hiya.
Hello, I'm Martin, by the way.
Nice meeting you.
Tried to get hold of you a couple of times before down there, but I know, mate. I know. You came with the Uncensored Patriots. I think we might be going left. Hang on. Are we going left or straight on?
Indicators, please, gentlemen.
Straight, yeah. I'll turn my camera back that way. I don't like being on camera. No, do you know what? Fuck it. I'll turn it back round. Orientation is blocked. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Right. So yes, I'm one of the Uncensored Patriots. I know you came on a couple of weeks ago. I did miss you because I was on holiday, believe it or not. But normally, yeah, one of the main team with Shawmy and the other guys, and I've been obviously following a lot of your stuff more recently. And how is it going with your security team? Because you've come down here on your own. Not that you need it, but I know you got into a few.
Like this, like it's fine, but like the regular places I go to are the most risk. So, Speaker's Corner, a lot of the stands I do in Camden Town and Stratford are difficult to do in terms of security. But yeah, no, we're getting far. A lot of people have offered. Like, if I were to take everyone's offer on it, I'd probably have like a dad's army right now. But
take it up, mate. You can never have enough.
Yeah, you could never. But at some point, some people get intimidated to like start engaging with you in terms of discussion. I mean, if you see like 50+ people, why are you going to debate with someone?
Yeah,
it feels intimidating.
But well, going by your, what you've been doing already, you're not intimidated by anyone. You are happy to actually stand in the middle of people.
It's either a degree of stupidity or just a degree of vulnerability. I don't really, to be honest with you, I'm not really emotionally impressed by a lot of people that either send me threats or physically hurt me. Firstly, because most of the people that we disagree with don't know how to have contact when they hit people. So I've never had like a serious bruise or cut whenever people hit me, because they don't have to contact their hits properly. So first of all, the people that I discuss with are incredibly weak. They don't actually know how to fight. They just believe that the mere intimidation of a fight would kind of have me off at the idea of engaging with them in a discussion, right? The second point just being, well, I will always underpin what I do with the idea that in an ideal society, no one should ever go through what I'm going through, right? So those two things kind of keep me afloat in terms of my activism work.
So just clarify for people that will be watching this back.
Yeah.
So you're 17?
Yeah.
Right. How does someone of your age, without being patronising, because I'm a lot older than you, and probably my son is your age, right?
Yeah.
Near enough your age. Build up a wealth of how have you got to the point where you are now with your education and your knowledge of what it is you speak about?
Well, I don't think it's anything to do with a formal education. My college is just, I don't think they've kicked me out, but they have. I have no idea what I'm going to go back to in terms of a second year of college, because they keep on trying to report me, and they've already threatened to reject my application for a second year.
What are you studying?
IT, just as a backup, because I informally study philosophy, politics, and religion. But besides from that, I of course knew that it's not always practical to kind of chase those in terms of career. So IT was just my go-to secondary choice. But in terms of my wealth of knowledge, it's all just to do with the fact that I can assimilate or kind of assume the way that people think and speak. So what I did was I just completely surrounded myself, and this is one of the things that a lot of young people need to learn, is that you've always got to respect the people with the higher degree of wisdom. Even if you're more smarter than someone, the fact is that they've been around on this planet for longer enough for you to kind of embrace what they know, because experience is something that you can't really teach. So as soon as you surround yourself with wisdom, you kind of learn academically pieces of their way of thinking, essentially.
So are you trying to say what you're obviously someone of such a young age as you are, you're trying to surround or put yourself in situations to gain as much experience as soon as you possibly can to gain that wisdom? Is that what
Essentially, yeah.
So going back to obviously your informal studies and stuff,
Yeah.
What growing up as a child, what triggered you to want to take interest in them type of subjects and obviously build up this
it was
wealth?
just
And
like purely this resentment. So I was a drama student, and I was incredibly lonely as a child. I was bullied a lot, and then when it comes to me being in drama, I was quite conservative socially. So on the last drama production, they all unanimously told me to go kill myself because of my opinions. Because of course, drama is this understanding. Well, you can be whoever you want to be.
Yeah.
Everyone's friends with one another because we're all like technically social rejects, right?
oh,
Cool.
get back.
So it's like it's tolerance for everyone until it's tolerance for no one, right? So I just kind of suddenly gained this sense of, well, I shouldn't be diplomatic with anyone.
Callum, trying to get away with that buying chips.
That's kind of how I developed.
Callum, where's that chip?
Okay, so in what is it then? Because from what I've seen, you have a lot of debates with in regards to Islam.
Yeah.
So I'm just amazed with how you handle and how you conduct yourself. I think it's absolutely amazing, despite all the criticism, all the negative stuff that you might get thrown at you. You know, it's quite admirable. You know, looking at someone like yourself, what you're achieving already. You know, you've got a massive career ahead of you. Depending on what that will be, what do you see your future?
I honestly don't know, because I started doing extremely religious content. Then, of course, I eventually moved to more politically focused like content and activism. So
yeah.
I'm honestly a bit of both. And religion, although kind of relates to politics, they're always in terms of content kind of enclosed in a system, if you will. So the fact is, I'm a weird case. I've both done Speaker's Corner stuff, and I've also done political content. So I have no idea what my future has entailed. I could either do one or the other, and I think there's a lot of opportunities that come from that, just being a jack of all trades.
In terms of going back to Islam and what you do down at Speaker's Corner, do you learn or do you follow the likes of Bob?
Well,
and
that was just an accusation that I was his son, which obviously isn't true.
I didn't hear that.
Well, here's the thing, because I have like a similar sort of colour of hair and I'm white, people just immediately come to the assumption that I'm his son, which I think is a degree of racism. I mean, I don't accuse every single brown Muslim apologist of being the son of Muhammad Hijab.
Sorry, I've not heard that one before, but now you say it though.
Someone made an accusation on social media last week that I had died. So the thing is that there's some weird people out there that make a lot of fancy, like, I don't know, stories about me. It's kind of funny.
But now you've come to mention it, you've got very similar mannerisms.
I don't think so. I used to, but that was just because the only way I knew how to speak was through watching his videos.
Right. Well, that will be it, because I think the way that you the way that you sort of allow people to speak and take it in and sort of make people dig their own grave before you then come back with your response is quite, you know, I find it quite interesting. I mean, I can watch Bob, for instance, all day long. I just find, but what impresses me most with the people like yourself and Bob is like, again, it's just having that wealth of knowledge, like to be able to have an actual debate. And I know a lot of, when people lose the debates against you, they obviously they feel very aggravated because they then get, you know, you can just
Look, the reason why people go to Speaker's Corner, and this is very much something that people don't want to talk about. The reason why people do this is either they're insecure, they want attention, they have an attention deficit, or they actually have some honourable reason to be there. Now, in the case of the Muslims, it's purely because they have an attention deficit, they want popularity, or they have some sort of weird power dynamic. And in which case, they get extremely frustrated when someone like me, because of course, if you look at me, you wouldn't instantly assume I'm someone who would make their life a living hell, as to speak. So when they see me Sometimes I don't give them the respect that most people within a discussion need, but that's just because they don't give it to me either. What they'll do in response is cry about it, and
What is your religious beliefs do you have?
I'm an Eastern Orthodox Christian.
Eastern Orthodox.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Because I'm a Christian Catholic.
yeah, so
I'm
interesting.
not a heavy. I'm not going to pretend that I'm a devout Catholic. And
The Eastern Orthodox Church is a pre-denominational. So of course the Catholics claim to be one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church, and in the same breath, us Eastern Orthodox would also claim this in the way that we understand history. So the Great Schism, which happened in 1043, in which the Eastern churches refused to submit themselves to the Roman pontiff over the issue of the Filioque cause, which is in the Nicene Creed. Filioque is Latin for "and the Son." 10 Spanish bishops attempted to add to the Nicene Creed, of course, our confession of faith, that in one Holy Spirit who proceeds from the Father and the Son, in which we just believe that the Holy Spirit, the only cause of the Spirit, is in the Father, not and the Son. So it's a rejection of this understanding that firstly, the Roman pontiff has the infallible authority and also universal jurisdiction of all the churches, because we only believe that he has the sole jurisdiction over Rome, and also the rejection of the Filioque cause, that the cause of the Holy Spirit is in both the Son and the Father.
Where do these divisions come? Let's say for Christianity, for instance. Where do these divisions come? Where we
Doctrinal developments and reactionary politics. So there's a combination of both, and it really depends on what church you're talking about.
Yeah.
Some of it can just be down to accusations within, well, what ultimately, what I say or what you say, what is the historical teaching of the church.
Yeah.
Others can just be, well, there's a certain society that has like this sort of cultural context that would lead to divisions. In the case of like the Eastern Orthodox, some of their churches converted to be Byzantine Catholic just because they were in the polls, and of course it's a heavily Catholic area, and they kind of were pressured into rejoining the Catholic Church. So it's a combination of everything, really. I mean, churches, religions.
You still have the same sort of Eucharists and same
communion.
communion.
We share the seven sacraments with all the apostolic churches, that being anointing of the stick, baptism, confession,
confirmation,
marriage,
death, and then what's the other
holy
one?
order.
So, but overall, in terms of Christianity, we're all culturally on the same level.
Yeah, I mean, if you look politically, it's not going to really affect us at all.
In terms of like Islam, when you have these debates, from what I see with other, you see people coming back. Oh well, what about all the Catholics that have abused children in the Catholic Church and this, that, and other, and then they say about they just come back with these pathetic arguments.
Well, where there are children, my friend, there are nonsense, regardless of where it is. Like, if we were to use the same logic, people would say, well, what about schools? Schools have pedophiles, so should we not allow our children to enter them? The point being is just where there's children, there are going to be people that exploit that.
And that's everywhere, and I've seen it myself working with a lot of young people in the past.
Have it. Well, but it's really considered a form of pedophilia when you allow the marriage between them.
But so it's very important that you do talk about that, though, because there's any environment, even if you took a kid to a football club, well, we've seen it in football teams, after school clubs, whatever, any Cubs, Scouts. All these organisations, unfortunately,
there is
online.
not one organisation which is advertised towards the housing of children in which there isn't at some point a scandal in which an adult has taken exploitations against children. Like, can you name me one example where that isn't the case? I don't think.
No, I don't think I could. So I'm in agreement with you.
A nuclear bunker, maybe, but nothing beyond that.
Do you think? What do you think we need to be doing then in order to? Let's talk about, say, the paedophilia side of it then, to reduce it, or what would you like to see?
Well, I think there's a strong correlation between any acts of sexual activities to like being hypersexualized. So a lot of pedophiles, of course, at some point in their life, they had addictions towards pornography. They slept around a lot. So what you need to do is ultimately kind of restrict these industries. Well, firstly, because A lot of them have to do with with children and sex trafficking. Secondly, it completely distorts our understanding surrounding relationship and sex.
Yeah.
So, like, for whatever reason, now sex can be seen as a commodity and also a pleasure. Halt.
Sorry, where was we at? Yes. So
Yeah, so this like the limitation of the pornographic industry, and re-education. So like sex education isn't a bad thing, but the way that we do it is almost in a way of trying to promote young people engaging in that action, which isn't the wisest thing. And of course, the age of consent is 16, but I don't think I'd recommend most 16-year-olds engaging in sex. But almost in schools, it's kind of something which is to be expected of young people. So that there's so many different ways that you could probably reduce like irregular sexual activity in such a way that there'd probably be a correlation between that and also pedophilia and people who are like hypersexualized
the
freaks.
accessibility of social media in general, though, as well, over the last, say, 20 years, would have had a massive impact as well, especially on.
Donate to your thing. Do you have a thing? My mum said you have a thing.
Cross. Well, I have a. So the thing is, GoFundMe is incredibly difficult at my age, just because you need to be over the age of 18, and when I got kicked out, I don't have anyone, my parental information. So I do have a website for my activism that I'm now using to fund.
Write it in my notes.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
My mum was like, get it. She was like, I'm going to donate.
Thank you very much.
What is your website? Is this to donate or contribute towards your travel expenses and stuff like that?
Well, no, I got kicked out of my house.
For being here and doing this.
Well, recently?
2 weeks ago, but I was trying to keep it quiet just because I
Where are you staying?
my friend's house for the while. But
What's the website? What's the name of your website?
crossandcorner.org.
Say again.
Crossandcorner.org. So essentially,
Crossandcorner.org, guys.
you'll see that it's for activism, but ultimately, I'm now using it for like
living expenses.
Yeah, because like I can't form GoFundMe's just because I'm not over the age of 18 and there's no one that I can use my. Like typically, when you have people my age that do this, you put your parents' information in, but it's kind of difficult at the moment.
You've also really put yourself in the deep end at a very young age as well.
Yeah, it doesn't really bother me.
Oh, this is where the stand up to racism. Look, this is where we met them. You know when they got bussed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where we come down. Yeah, it's where I filmed them going into the police escort, and then this is where all the cordon was. But what about in terms of are you against Islam, or are you just against the extreme part of Islam?
I'm against most forms of it. I think that in the same way that Islam is changing the West is changing Islam. So, like, for example, most young Muslims are like really doing things that is against Islam, like having girlfriends, drinking, even like sex outside of marriage. So it's not like Islam is not changing and progressing. It's just in such a negligible amount, and it's also that we don't really typically notice that people who have such strong religious practices are now just doing what everyone else is doing. So to a degree, I think Islam can change. I don't think it would. It's against its own religion to change. So in its purest form, Islam is very obviously just a cultural 7th century religion with a 7th century set of moral principles. In which case, like, I don't know. I just don't think a religion like that should really stay. I wouldn't want to see it practiced by most people. Firstly, because I'm a Christian, and secondly, as Speaker's Corner, and this is what I was going to say, I can very obviously see that Islam is not integratable with the West. The reason why most of my friend called Billy, he's an atheist, and whenever a fight breaks out, he always has to scream at the top of his voice, it's the usual suspects. Because it always is. It's the same group of people. It's the Muslims.
So in terms of obviously where we are in the political world, like, and obviously there's been a lot of noise, especially say in the last 24 hours with the likes of someone like Tony Bellew, who I used to have a lot of respect for, but I feel really disappointed in what he's come out and just the overall comments. And then obviously there's been a back and forth with Tommy Robinson online.
Well, actually, I want to quickly say this because Tommy, as soon as he found out I was made homeless, he got in contact with me. So I will say this. For as much as you can discredit him in his former life, he's extremely what you expect him to see in terms of the way that he tries to advertise himself. He's a very principled man. and that's rare to see. I mean, I work with the way I started my political activism was with Nick Tenconi, just coincidentally. It wasn't like a choice of mine. I just randomly bumped into him. So I was working with him for about a year, right? Now, what I see, or rather what I favor within political activism, is loyalty. And what I see with Tommy and a lot of the other, like we call it dissident right activists, is that they're very much loyal and they're very much honest with what they believe, which is an extremely rare quality to have. You see this with Reform. Like Reform now are kind of backpedaling. I mean, they said that they want left-wing, like migration policies.
Well, they've said some of the comments have said it's going to be impossible to return them all home.
Well, the point is
also,
that it's expensive. It's not impossible to send people home.
It's expensive to keep them as well.
Yeah, like I think if you were to like, okay, we need 30 billion quid across a couple of years to send all these people home. Most people, I'm not being funny, would be fine with that. Like, okay, what's the alternative? 8 million quid a day. Or even the social issues, like people want to pay for their societies to be more constructive.
Well, and to grow and to leave something behind for the
like
next
churches.
generation.
We give our money to churches so they're able to like continue and thrive and survive and maintain itself.
Well, that's the thing as well. There's two sides. Like for me, it's like one, as a society, UK society, what do we get for our taxes? We pay taxes, right, for like to provide us with all these services. We get jack shit in return. We get nothing. We're on a negative. We actually, you know, there was something about the police wanting volunteers to come out and like, you know, grass up on their neighbours and things like that. But we're already paying the police.
I mean, funny about that scheme, people just immediately leaked the information of everyone who was stitching on each other, and there was a smear campaign against us individuals.
But that just creates...
The police are the stone deaf socially. I mean, they don't really know how to respond to local communities. And that's why, like, for example, I'm not old enough to say that I experienced this personally, but when you were a young kid, I imagine you knew your local police officer quite well, right?
Well, he would actually, he used to come around the school.
Yeah.
And then he used to actually take our football training at primary school.
There you are.
I don't know, once every couple of weeks or once a month, going for by what I remember.
No,
like
that was
80s.
Because policing was done from the bottom to the top, right? Not the top from the bottom.
Yeah.
Now, for example, right, I was at Canary Wharf today. I asked them, the officers were all from Peckham, which is in a completely different district in which Canary Wharf is constituted in. So police officers are sent from different local areas, which they have no local knowledge of. People don't know who they are, so they instantly assume the worst of each other. Then, of course, because the commanders are sending these officers, don't know how... Because, like, if you look at what happened a few weeks ago on Thursday in Epping, right? People saw the worst, and the police immediately assumed that every single peaceful protest would be like that towards the end of Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Now, because, again, policing isn't done locally, then the police have to allocate people out of the district to come in because they instantly assume the worst. And that's a problem with policing.
Well, it goes back, I think a lot of it is common sense.
Yeah.
Which they haven't got. It's common sense policing. Like, you don't even need to be like overly qualified in terms of being able to manage and talk to people. Because I've been but even with them, some of them, yeah. I mean, look, they're just there. You don't really get much out of them. But like in terms, like you say, locally, if you had some people patrolling the streets or patrolling them schools, they've got a voice to go to. Or hang on, what's going up
get
here?
Get rid of the green high visors within police officers. They don't look intimidating enough. If you go to the Highlands in Scotland, they still have some of their like traditional blue dress, and I think that's far more intimidating and respect. Like, I think policing, first you should change your uniform. Green high visors and being overweight is hardly the most threatening thing to see on an officer. Secondly, I'd want to see them wear something actually intimidating and respectful. So if you look at, like, I don't know, go back like 30 to 40 years, they were wearing quite honourable, tight blue policeman suits. And I think that's more intimidating.
I think the specifications were different as well, without being sexist or misogynistic or whatever you want to, you know.
It's not sexist to say that women are built different biologically.
Whatever it was, like, was it 5'10" minimum height, and you need to do X amount of fitness tests?
Yeah, I'm hardly the most fittest individual, but I can easily do the requirement for the police fitness test. Like, easily. Anyone could. You could. A lot of the people here could. That's because diversity, in order to become diverse, you must lower the threshold of the requirements to join, because of course, if you don't already have diversity, there's a reason why you don't, right? There's a reason why you don't see a lot of women officers in the field traditionally, because the threshold by which you had to join was always so high that women never met that specification. Now, in a similar way, you could say the same for, I don't know, nurturing positions, right? Men typically don't have the drive nor the ability to nurture children in the same way that would be necessary for a nursery, right? So my issue with diversity is just that firstly, it's not practical. There's no motivation in doing it. And secondly, it kind of completely destructs the industry that you're kind of doing.
Well, also, I think like if you go sort of like nursing and sort of midwives and things like that, I think women are maternal.
Yeah.
They are like Mother Nature. So
There's a reason why we say Mother Nature.
And you would automatically presume, not all of them, but you know, the predominant midwives were going to be female. That's just, I don't know. It's just
and
I think we just need
nurturing
to
is far more honourable than punching a crackhead on the streets for nicking a bar of chocolate.
And I think what's happened over like the last 20 odd years, where this whole push for this diversity and DEI,
it clearly hasn't worked, because you've got women dressed in pink screaming about their children's safety. So it's hardly worked. It's just that it's been advertisable. Like, people say that like this agenda that people push is so incredibly effective, or there's a massive conspiracy. It hardly works. I mean, people here locally, they're not going to uphold this nonsense.
But then it also goes on where obviously the brainwashing starts from a very young age, and then you get to like 20 years down the line. So you've got kids that were probably 5 or 6 at the time who are now 25 in their late 20s, early 30s. You know, they really believe like this whole trans women in women's sports is okay, and like obviously with women's spaces, you know, it just almost gets to a point where I think we need to start working from the ground up, like working from speaking to children in reception, you know, like re-educating the whole educational system needs to look at society as well. Going back to the police, and I was just going to add, you know, it's things like antisocial behaviour, petty crime. The things that we see on a day-to-day basis are the things we need to be eradicating from society, because if kids think they can get away with graffiti on, I don't know, on these signs or defecating memorials and stuff like that, then it becomes acceptable.
It's also so that like for example, the most liberal student areas, they have beautiful architecture, but it's defamed by graffiti. So that's a good example of
it's just uninviting.
Yeah.
It just, you know, it's like what's that? There's that quote, or someone was saying, like, you know, if someone smashes a window and you replace it straight away, you know, then you're setting the tone. Whereas if you left it broken, then it just invites someone else to go and break the window next door. Then over a period of time, you just basically have a degenerate like society or, you know, community. You know, so I think there's a lot of things we need to work on. But look, what I'll do, because you've been chatting to us for like a good half an hour, 40 minutes, man. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you, my friend.
If you don't mind adding me back on X, if you come back on this Martin Gauci, maybe with like I'm doing my own podcast at the moment, my own YouTube under Gauci Reports. But if you more than welcome, come back on the Uncensored Patriots, mate, whenever you're free. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, it's good. We just had young Bob there again, so brilliant. Thank you very much, mate. Sorry, guys. Had a good old chat with young Bob there. Give him a follow. Thoughts? Good content there. Yeah. Cheers, Christian. Oh, he's unreal, young Bob. Yeah. Yeah. He's Christ is King. Yeah. Big up, Bob. Yeah, give him a shout. If you heard, what's his Insta X handle? His X handle's under Young Bob. I'm not sure what his Insta is. But yeah, he's got. He mentioned the website there. I'll try and get it off his. It should be on his X handle. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but unfortunately been kicked out. So staying with a friend at the moment. stretch your old legs out. So we've congregated just towards the top of Epping High Street, as you can see. Getting toots. Callum stopped here because he's getting us all fish and chips across the road after. Oh, just felt my hip go. Oh.
So I'd just like to have a little bit of a talk, an announcement. So obviously, the many men and women fought and died for our country and this flag. Now, if they were to see the state of the country as it is now, where we've got foreigners occupying hotels up and down the country, would they fall for we'd won World War II? No, they wouldn't have. Well, tomorrow marks the end of World War II, the anniversary, it's VJ Day. So I think it'd be fantastic if we had a minute's silence to respect those that died fighting for our country, fighting for this flag and fighting for our freedom. So we'll start now. It's important we remember.
Woo!
Let's have a round of applause. England. It's important that we remember those who fought and died for our country, for our flags. I can trace back many generations who fought in the Great War, in the Second World War, and elsewhere abroad. It's important to stand here today for them. As I said, would they recognise the country if they came forward in time and had a look at it now? Likely that they wouldn't. Not one bit. So it's important that they fought for the country, but we stand up and we preserve the country so we have something to hand down to our future generations. It's important that we turn out today and let people know that we fight for the flag, we fight for England, and we fight for our keep England free, so our children can walk the streets safe, so we don't have to live in fear. And I want to say, everyone watching on live streams on YouTube, go out, protest your local migrant hotel. Go out, protest for your freedom. Go out, protest for England.
Yay! Send them back!
Send them back! Send them back! Send them back! Send them back! Send them back! Send them back! Send them back! Send them back! One more!
Send them back!
But as I said, it's important we come out and we turn out and we stand up for what's right. The safety of our children and our community. As it stands, we're not safe. We've got foreigners occupying a hotel, putting us all at risk. You might have seen the news yesterday. There's been a gentleman in there, 32-year-old, I believe, from Syria. He's got 5 accounts of assault and an account of sexual assault on a young man. Even we're not safe. But it just goes to show that having this hotel open, our community is not safe until that is shut, and we're going to keep protesting, and we're going to keep showing face, we're going to keep our flags flying high until that hotel is shut down.
Woo!
So we're going to get some few more chants going, and we'll head back to the hotel, maybe stop at the chip shop, because I know a lot of people here are quite hungry. So let's get some chants going. We want remigration now. Let's clear them out! 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 Clear well. There's been some controversy about our flags. People have been tearing them down. This flag here, it represents me. It represents my people, my history, my heritage. I'm English, and I stand for this flag. It represents me, my group of people. You all out here today, and I'll stand, I'll march, and I'll fight for this flag. And if you tear it down, you spit on it, and you stamp on it, you stamp on the people of England, and we're not going to stand for that. We're going to call you out. Where are you, coward leftists? Because we're out here today marching in Epping. You won't show face, you won't turn up. We shoot you the door 3 times already, and you won't dare come back.
Woo!
Perfect. I think we'll start wrapping up now, heading back to the Bell and the chip shop. We've got plenty of time. It's been a fantastic night. It's been a great turnout. Thank you. Oh, that reminds me, the next protest is this Sunday. This Sunday, 6 p.m.
Oh, run out of battery.
Well, I've got a loud enough voice as it is. No battery's going to stop me. But we'll be back next Sunday at 6 o'clock. This Sunday at 6 o'clock. Be there, Bell Hotel, Epping. And every Sunday going forward. And don't forget about Cheshunt tomorrow. Bloody hell.
Run out of batteries already.
Yeah. I literally
You have a bottle of water?
fuming about that.
Huh?
And now my voice is gone. We've pissed off old Bill enough, so.
Why? What are they pissed off about?
What's up?
What are they pissed off about?
Oh no, because they didn't think we were marching today.
Oh, they always think this will be nice and easy for them. Nah, sod them. Head back to the Bell then. I might as well. I'm going to jump in the motor on the halfway up. So, where you go? Where you coming, pub? Yeah. All right.
I'll go wherever all is going.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I think we'll probably go to the usual anyway. Right. Well, look. I'll come and. Well done, mate. You
What one?
Get,
If someone was born as fascist, I couldn't care less, to be honest. I took some tosser over there. They can call us what they want.
Oh, sorry, mate.
We're standing up for our flag and for our people, for our nation.
get a picture. Get some pictures. Oh God, I've got to stretch your back out. Oh. Right, guys, we're going to wrap up soon. Going to head towards the Bell Hotel, and that's it. We're done. So it is back on Sunday. I've just seen someone with a bag of chips as well. Maybe, yeah, the smell. You know, when you smell salt and vinegar or chips, like, and you're like, you just want to go and grab them out of the bag and eat them. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap up.
Good to see you. Superb. Thank you. We're going to go back on the train. That's all right. And there's one of those. How do you get promoted then? They still do the exam for sergeant. It's the board as well for the sergeant.
Right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one.